Hi folks, I thought I'd take a moment and show you the new Kubota 2011 5740. Some of you will know I had a 2008 4240, but this summer we decided we were going to trade it and pick up something with just a little bit more horsepower than the 4240 had. The 4240 had 30 horsepower at the PTO. This one here has 50 horsepower at the PTO. So we wanted to just go a little bit bigger. Should be more beneficial to the snowblower especially. Anyway, I'll just point out some of the new stuff that we put on the tractor, and also some of the old items that we basically thought worked out really well on the 4240, and we put them on the 5740. So first thing we did this time is we added a Kubota fork attachment. Yes, we do have the forklift here, but the forklift is kind of difficult to travel up the road, considering it isn't licensed or insured for the road, and is not. We don't have any tags for it, so we decided to go with the fork attachment, and that's a real good system. Of course, we have the quick change skid steer attachment on it, so it's very easy to change over. Another item I added was this front shackle bar in the front. I made it up. It's all fabricated here at the shop by me, and it's got side mounted strobe lights, and for extra visibility when you're out snow clearing, and also it just gives you a place to hang your shackles if you need to pull anybody out of the ditch. I'm always having trouble finding my shackles. Some of the things that carried over from the 4240 is the caps that I made out of aluminum, and I put them on the FEL and all the pipes, and they're acting as storage units now as well, and I find that quite handy. Another new item we added to the 5740 was the rear wheel weights. Our wheels aren't loaded, so we wanted to add some extra weight. We do have a snow bucket for moving snow in the winter, and a little extra weight would have been quite handy. So there's about 800 pounds there. They double up. There's two on each side. I think they're 200 pounds each. So that'll give us 800 pounds. There was a hole there in the center, so just for kicks, I made up hubcaps to put in the middle so I could hide the holes. Just tried to clean it up a little bit. The snowblower is off the 4240, and it fits the 5740. So I kept that. And one of the things that I did make for it, it's kind of an experimental thing, is the lights on the chute. They're Grody lights, and they're all LED. They run cool, and they use very little amperage. So when you turn your chute now, you'll be able to see exactly where the snow is actually being tossed. So we'll see how this works out. Not quite sure if this is going to work out, because they do run cool, and if they fill up with snow, you won't be able to see with them anyway, but we'll see how that works out during the winter. Another thing I did with the 5740, I removed the light bar from the 42, which I made up this steel light bar here, and I removed the old strobe light that was on it, and I put a new Welland Mini Justice strobe light. It has cornering Con 3 lights, and it is very bright. There's many different patterns to it, and it's low profile, so it kind of modernizes the tractor a little bit. I think it's going to work out nice in the snow. It's nice to have good visibility, and I certainly like to have everybody see that I'm actually on the side of the road, because I'll tell you, they drive crazy around here. They don't slow down for equipment, so hopefully that will do it. We shall see. The biggest modification, I think going to be the most useful, is I changed the exhaust from a horizontal exhaust, which comes down here originally, to a vertical exhaust. Now, this is not a kit that you can buy from Kubota or anybody else for that matter. The problem is with these Kubotas, and of course a lot of other tractors as well, is when you start them up, you always get that puff of soot, and of course on exhilaration you get it as well. And that's okay if you don't have a front end loader attachment on it. But what happens with the front end loader attachment is every time you get that puff of soot, it goes on these beautiful orange arms. And I've seen these tractors so dirty that you couldn't tell, so dirty with soot that you couldn't even tell if the front end loader arms were black or supposed to be orange. So by putting the conversion kit on, I'm going to eliminate that problem. You can see how I got it done. It's for those of you who have followed some of my posts on some of the forums, you'll know exactly what I've done. But here's how it's done, and I never altered anything other than the tailpipe of the muffler. And everything is on with a quick change coupler, as you see there. And no arms were drilled or anything. I used the existing bolt holes here, and I mounted everything up. And I'll tell you, most people don't even know that it's not part of the machine. They just automatically assumed it came with the tractor. So I think that's going to be real good this winter as well. And for those of you asking or curious about what that hose is for, well, this is just a box to mount the pipe on. It's not a muffler or anything, but just in case any water or snow gets in that pipe, this is just a drain hole to let it run out. And so I try to allow for any possibility of that whatsoever, but it's almost impossible for any water to get in the engine through that pipe. You would have to have a humongous amount of rain or snow, and even then it couldn't get in there. You can't travel that high. But anyway, so that's the exhaust. So as you can see, I think it looks pretty good on the tractor. It's been a common problem with Kubotas and anything else in a tractor that has horizontal exhaust. Some people just hate them. I happen to be one of those people.